Disney World is, without a doubt, the happiest place on Earth. Coincidentally, it's also one of the most expensive places on Earth. Use your time at Disney World wisely. Here are my top 10 tips. Tip number 1. Park Hopper is a ticket add-on that allows you to travel to multiple Disney World parks on the same day. We've done trips with and without Park Hopper. For most families, I don't think it's worth the extra cost. Here's why. Disney parks are big and exhausting, even more so when you're hauling and accommodating young children. Walking all over one park and then traveling to another park to walk all over that park is a lot for anyone. Just pick your park for the day and stay there. It's a lot simpler and less tiring. Tip number 2. Use online crowd calendars to decide which park to go to each day. Even on the lowest occupancy day, you're going to be standing around waiting a lot. Shorter lines are a good thing. Use this to help decide which park to go to for each day of your trip. Tip number 3. Use the FastPass system. It's a huge advantage. FastPass allows you to skip ahead in line at many attractions provided you arrive within a specific time window. Use it every day you go to the parks. FastPasses will result in more walking back and forth throughout the park, but the time that it will save you is worth it. There are many strategies for planning your FastPasses. I recommend looking up lists of which attractions you will most benefit from using a FastPass on. Don't waste a FastPass on a ride with a short line. Also, don't use them first thing in the morning when the crowds are the lightest and the lines are the shortest. Book your FastPasses as early as possible. Availability is limited. If you are staying at a Disney resort, you can book your FastPasses up to 60 days in advance. If you are staying off property, you can book them up to 30 days in advance. When you are at the park and you have used all of your FastPasses for the day, you can continue to book additional FastPasses at a kiosk in the park or from the mobile app. Tip number 4. Plan out your days. Decide which park you're going to go to, decide which rides you're going to do at that park, and decide where you want to eat at that park. Don't waste your time at the park deciding what to do. I make an ordered list of attractions. We hit the busiest, most popular rides early in the morning when the lines are still short. We use our FastPasses around midday to get on popular rides that would otherwise have a very long line. In between FastPasses, we hit rides with shorter lines. Tip number 5. Disney has some amazing food and dining experiences. Look at your options in advance and plan your meals for the day. If you choose to eat at one of the more popular restaurants, make your reservations as early as possible. The most popular restaurants get booked quickly. You can make your reservation up to 180 days in advance. Tip number 6. Have everyone download the Disney Experience app to their phones. You can use it to navigate the parks, book additional FastPasses, check current wait times, and so much more. It's extremely useful and a time saver. Download it before you go. Log into your Disney Experience account and get acclimated to the app before you leave for your trip. Tip number 7. This tip might contradict some other recommendations. I prefer to avoid the park that has extra magic hours for the day. The attendance spikes at the park that has extra magic hours for the day. I would rather go on a different day when the crowds are lighter and the lines are shorter. Tip number 8. If you are unsure about when to plan your Disney World vacation, you might want to consider weather and crowd levels. Even though Florida has a warm climate, cold fronts can come in winter. I've been to Disney World in December with temperatures in the 30s. Park occupancy levels also fluctuate. There are peak times and low volume times of the year. Tip number 9. If you are staying on property, use the Disney Shuttle buses to get between your resort and the parks. They are generally quite efficient. You won't have to worry about finding parking or remembering where your car is. I would avoid waiting until park close to leave, because lines to board the bus can get long and the buses get packed. Tip number 10. I'm going to break a rule. This list is about Disney, but there's something outside of Disney that you should check out. Florida is home to some gorgeous beaches. Take a day or two to enjoy some beach time. Magic Kingdom is 1 hour 20 minutes from Cocoa Beach, 1 hour 30 minutes from Daytona Beach, and 1 hour 50 minutes from Clearwater Beach. Each of these has a different feel. Cocoa Beach is the closest, least populated, and has the least number of activities. Clearwater Beach is busy and has the largest number of activities. Daytona is somewhere in between. Clearwater Beach is on the Gulf of Mexico, which has more gentle waves than the other two, Daytona Beach and Cocoa Beach, which are on the Atlantic Ocean. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope this helps in planning your Disney World trip. If you found this useful, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe buttons.